Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a couple minutes, so I'm going to share with you today. This is Lorelei, by the way, in case you're wondering where you are. This is my channel where I share all kinds of handmade goods, things that I do, make, things of that nature. And I'm going to show you these just because I made them today, but I'm here to show you my next round of inked pens, since many of you commented on the last video that you would like to see me do the mid-month changeover. So we've done that. I've washed all my pens out, and we're going to start with a new batch. And I was only going to do like 4 or 5 pens, but then I couldn't stop. So anyway, before I get into the inked pens, I just need to slow down, calm down, take a breath. Okay. I made these cute little leather charms for journals. Or you could put them on a necklace, I suppose. Or you could put them on a bracelet. They're very lightweight. And I stamped them myself with all kinds of fun phrases like stationery addict, so mindful, so demure, good energy, fountain pen addict. This is a custom order nature journal for a friend of mine. This one is Childless Cat Lady because, you know. And this one was a mistake where I punched that E a little too hard and then I threw an E up top. But yeah, if you want this one, let me know. I'll send it to you. And then I put a little charm on one of these Tim Holtz fountain pen nibs. This is not a real fountain pen nib. This is one of those things you can glue into a card or for scrapbooking, things like that. And it says thoughts on it, but I punched through the S. But it's kind of cute, and it goes really well with Fountain Pen Addict, so I'll probably send them together. But these are all listed on my website if you're interested in any of these. And I also take custom orders. So if there is, like, Sherry wanted nature journaling, but I couldn't fit journaling, so I put journal. I can do about 9 letters across at the widest part of the circle charm. But as you can see, I can do I could do up to 3 lines, maybe even 4 lines, or I could do something like this around the outside, which is very cute, I think. So if you have like a phrase or a word, like say your word of the year that you want stamped, or say you're going on a trip to Japan and you want Japan 2024 or whatever the case may be. I will do whatever you want. So my email is in the listing in case you want to send me an email and see. And we can, brainstorm as far as what you might want. So anyway, I didn't mean for that to take up so much time. So I'm going to go ahead and get going here and show you what I just inked up today. So let's see if I can find a spot. This is good. I have my pens here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pens inked, which is not too bad. But let me show you the newest pen in my collection. This beauty is the Twisbe Eco Irish Green with onyx trim, and I just could not help myself. Look how pretty it is. I love it. I love it so much. Here it is next to the SAFFRON. Don't they look so fun together? Oh. Green is my favorite color. When this came out, I had to do it. I just had to do it. I got a medium nib, and the nib is also black or onyx. And this is one of the pens I have inked up. So let's show you that one first. I have this inked with Elliot Bay. Elliot Bay is a new ink that I recently got from Matthew of the wet pen. It's a blue ink when it goes down, but then it does some fun things. So I'll make sure to put a lot down on the page so you can see what that looks like. Once it dries, you'll see some greens come through. Right now, it just looks like a beautiful watery blue color. This piece of paper is bugging me. Can you see what I'm doing? That would be key. And I want to say something. And I don't mean to offend anyone. But my eyes are very old. I watch all of the YouTube videos on pens and inking of pens and new pen days and currently inked, all on my TV. And when all of you are tiny writers, I cannot see anything that you are writing. I mean, I understand if you're not a large writer like me, and I get it. But maybe zoom in. You know, I zoom in on my camera or phone, but I can also zoom in when I'm editing the photo or editing the video in iMovie. You can zoom in so that you can get a better look at the writing. But here's what I see on my TV screen. That's how I see it. It's just a thought. If you're a tiny writer, maybe write a little bigger during your currently inked or zoom in a little for my old 50-year-old eyes to see, because I cannot. Okay, so this is Elliot Bay. Is that one T? No, two T's. And I thank you for considering doing that, because I love all your videos so much, and it doesn't deter me from watching. I just really have a hard time seeing what you're doing. And I do appreciate the, you know, where you bring the page up to show, but sometimes people don't do that at all. So anyway, there's number one, inked. Might as well continue on with the Twisbe and show you the next one. This is my Twisbe Eco in saffron with the silver trim, chrome trim. This is also a medium nib. And I have a little sample that I got from, I want to say I got this from Anita. That looks like Anita's handwriting. No. Is it? You know, I can't keep them all straight. Let me see if I can find it out here, since I've got my journal right here. Nope. I got it from Mara, my pen pal Mara Rose. She sent me some really nice Arizona themed inks. I know, it's kind of bright, but I just wanted to see it in a pen. And it kind of like perfectly matches this yellow pen. I love it. This is, I didn't even tell you, Birmingham Pen Company, Phoenix. It's pretty wet too. So there is the second one. Third one is, I'll do another sample. This is a JINHAO. This is a JINHAO 9019 DADAO in transparent red with gold colored trim and a fine nib. And I have this inked with a sample that I got from Venice, and I'll link it down below. And you can get 10% off of this color if you love it. This is Octopus Write and Draw Pink Owl. And let me just show you the swatch of this because, wow, it is really wet. Like it came right off of that, my dip nib, like thick. But it doesn't do that in a pen. So I'm glad that I inked this up to see that in action. Oh, this color is so good. Look at that color. This is a fine nib. So this is Octopus. It's really nice in this pen. It's very smooth and very wet, but not too wet. Oop, ink and draw. No, Octopus Write and Draw. Where'd this? Pink Owl. JINHAO. Okay. Next up is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 in primary manipulation 1. This has a medium steel nib and the chrome trim. And I inked this with a new ink that I got today from Atlas Stationers. This is Wolfberry by Lenen Toolbar. It's kind of an orangey red color. And I just really gravitated towards it. It's been around a little while, but it's really beautiful. And it really matches that red in my pen. But that's not why I chose it. I just chose it because I thought this would be a nice pairing, and I was right. Lenen Toolbar Wolfberry. Nice and wet. There's no theme here, but I just wanted bright and happy colors. Okay, let's see what's next. We'll do one of the greens. I have a couple of greens inked. This is an ink sample that I got recently from my friend Crystal. Crystal sent me a bunch of inks and sadly they leaked a bit, so I wasn't able to firsthand we had to figure it out together which ink was in which vial because I lost all the labels and it was a big fat mess. But I do know that this is DeAtramentis. Heliogen. Shoot. I'll have to put it on the screen because I forgot now what it's called. It's a nice bright green and it has some copper shimmer in it. But I do know that it's DeAtramentis, and I think it's like Heliogen green with copper or something to that effect. And I have that inked in my KAWECO Sport brass. This has a double broad nib on it. Heliogen green with copper. I'll put it on the screen, the correct name, if that's not it, because I don't think that's it. I haven't inked this pen in a while, so that'll be nice to have on the go. And the next one is another new ink from Matthew of the wet pen. This one is Western Trillium. It's a beautiful lighter purple color. I think I have almost all of his inks now. There might be a few that I don't have, like the blue ones. I don't really gravitate towards. Can you see what I'm doing? Like you're gonna answer me. This color is so beautiful. I love it. Look at that. And I inked up my LAMY 2000 with this, I believe this has an 18 karat gold nib. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I may possibly be. This is a fine nib. And this is Western Trillium, which is a flower, I think, right? From the wet pen. And then finally, last one. This is brand new also. I got this and Wolfberry together in an order from Atlas Stationers, and I'll link them down below. Use my code Lorelei10 to get 10% off. But this is Lenen Toolbar, and the color name is Ying Piao. And look at the color. I mean, I don't know if you can really get a good idea of what that looks like in the bottle. It is shimmery. There is some sort of marbles in there, swishing it around, which is nice. And I just knew I needed this color. As soon as I saw them release it. So as you can see, it's kind of a beautiful teal. The undercolor is teal, and it's got very golden yellow shimmer to it. I have it inked in my Opus 88 demo in green because this pen handles shimmer very well, and I knew it would. Here comes the cat. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. You gotta sit over here, though, if you're gonna be up here. Sit down. Thank you. All right. Hi, baby. Here you purring. What are you doing? This is a medium nib. Ying Piao. Simona says that this looks a lot like the San Francisco pen Colorverse ink. I can't speak to that because I don't have it. Simona, if you're watching this and you want to send me a sample of that, that would be awesome. And then I could compare them. So let's give you a grand tour. So as you can see, that Elliot Bay by the Wet Pen has some really fun bright green sheening. But in the writing, it looks mostly blue. The Phoenix is nice and bright, but still legible. I love the pink owl. That's really fun. It sits differently on the paper though. This is dry, but it looks kind of like it's still wet. Wolfberry is super fun. It's not quite dry. I love it in my Memento Zero. The DeAtramentis is fun, very shimmery on that green. Western Trillium is just a beautiful purple, and it's very understated in my LAMY 2000. And now you can start seeing the shimmer show up in that Lenen Toolbar, Ying Piao, in my Opus 88. And the writing, when I first started writing, this doesn't have any shimmer in it, but when I got to Lenen Toolbar, that's when it started showing up in there. And I know that because in real life, not really on the screen, but this looks greener than this does. So there is one more that I did not unink from the last roundup. This is my Moonman C1 with a Fude nib, and I have Kiwi inks in here still, but it's still pretty full, so that's why I decided to keep this inked. The ink is Kiwi ink, which I have a bottle of this on its way. And the color is Quetzalcoatl. That's how you spell it. I don't know how you would say it, though. But it's a super fun, goes down red, but has multicolored shimmer throughout it. I don't know if you can tell in the pen body, but it's very cool. Super, super fun color. I hope you liked these, and I guess I'll let you go since I've been yammering for 25 minutes. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys have a really great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on the next video, which I believe will be an update on knitting. So expect a knitting vlog in the next few days. Bye for now.